Ever since I started playing golf, I've dreamed about winning the Masters. I know my game is good enough to do it. I've seen every shot I need to play. I've been close to winning at Augusta before, but I came up just short. Losing in a playoff against Bubba was hard to take, but coming that close meant I did a lot right.
Since winning his first major championship in 2010, Louis Oosthuizen has become one of golf's most consistent performers, winning numerous titles all over the world. He's been a regular contender in the majors too, losing out in a playoff at the 2012 Masters to Bubba Watson, before suffering playoff heartache again last year at St Andrews as Zach Johnson lifted the claret jug. This year's Masters represents the opportunity for Louis to overcome those disappointments, and in this edition of UPS Ultimate Access, we'll be giving you a true insight into how he plans to do that and to win a green jacket.
You've got to be on your game, on every single part of your game. You've got to drive it well. Your iron play's got to be really good, and you've got to have a good week on the greens. I think playing the golf course more and more and more, you sort of learn how to play it, how it suits your game. I think it's a golf course where you're either going to love it going around there, or it's going to be painful for you. I struggled the first year when I played it. I couldn't see myself really scoring well, and then I went back there the second year. I just found a way to play it the way, you know, it suits my eye, and I started loving it, and every year I can't wait to go back. I feel comfortable around the golf course, and I just can't wait for the tournament to start. I think mentally I want to prepare myself for the week that you're going to have tough shots, you're going to hit bad shots, and just focus on just going out and playing to my strengths, and give me a chance on Sunday back nine.
As a right-hander, being able to hit a draw around Augusta is a huge benefit, especially around Amen Corner. Louis, just tell us the advantages and how important this shot is around this course.
It's definitely a second shot golf course, but you need to get yourself in the right positions off the tee, and I must never set up too far right for the draw, because then I normally block it. I need to still set up pretty straight down the middle, but I'm just going to have a different swing path. I'm going to go a little bit more from the inside out, and I'm going to set on the backswing. I'll set myself a little bit more on the right side, and then just really stay behind there to go down the line to the right to hit the draw. Mm-hmm. Where on the cut, again, I won't really move off the golf ball. I'll stay pretty centered to it and just release the club down the left to get the little cut spin on it. But the draw it's a difficult one. You can so easily just fall behind it and really flick it with your hands, and you get that horrible snapper going. Or if you get stuck behind and you don't have enough time to release your hands through, you can leave it out to the right. So the draw to me is definitely the more difficult shot to hit, but when you get it right, you probably gain 10 yards on your drive, and it is a nice shape through the air.
Right, so the 13th at Augusta?
Yeah, so I will normally have it on the inside of my toe. I'm going to set it up a little bit more towards the middle, and I'll push my hands a little bit more forward to make sure that I get the inside out going, and then the big thing for me is just staying behind it and really going through the line. So let's see if I can get this right.
It's the perfect draw.
Pretty good, I'll take that.
Augusta is a second shot course, which means you've got to set it up with the perfect draw just like that, especially around Amen Corner. At Augusta, it's crucial to have a strategy and a plan and know how you're going to approach the course. But even when you land in the middle of the fairway, you're not going to have the perfect lie, are you, because of all the undulation. So we've set up a little uphill lie here, and you're just going to talk us through, well, how to approach this one.
So you know the ball flight's going to go a little higher. This looks like an 8-iron distance, but I'm going to go with a 7-iron. To keep the flight a little down because it's uphill. I never fight the slope, so on an uphill lie you should draw the ball. On a downhill lie it should come out a little bit more right with a little cut. So I'll put a little bit more back in my stance. I'll have my weight a little bit more on my right side, and I just know this is going to draw. So yeah, I'll move the ball a little bit more back, and I'll just go with the slope. So notice the divot here. If I had my weight more on my left side and didn't have my shoulders pretty level with the ground, it would be a lot steeper and a lot deeper. So you can see it's quite shallow, so it looks like it was on a normal lie. So because my shoulders were pretty square to the ground and weight a little bit on the right side.
Okay, that's the uphill. One that I think some people find a little bit harder, the downhill.
I think it's a 7-iron. I'm probably going to go with the 8-iron because it's going to come out so flat, the 7-iron. I'm not going to get height on it. So I'll move to an 8-iron maybe to get a little bit more height on it. All depends again. A lot of times at Augusta you're below the green, and now all of a sudden you need to put height on it, and you got a downhill lie. So that's everything going against you. So you'll see sometimes you'll have guys going 2 clubs less and really have a big swing at it just to get the ball up in the air to clear the front bunker or the front bit of the green to pitch it on top.
Is that one of the least comfortable shots that you can be playing at Augusta?
That's probably, with especially 3, 4, 5-iron, that's the toughest shot.
So part of finding success at the majors, and especially at Augusta, is keeping up the momentum and holding those pressure par and birdie putts, and that's exactly what we've just set up for Louis here. We've set up a downhill par putt. Talk us through what you see and how you feel approaching this putt.
The greens are normally so slick, so you don't really have shorter than 3 feet for par because they roll out your birdie putts. But the greens are so good that even on a 3-4 footer feels like just a normal, what you would call a tap-in par. But you do have very subtle breaks there, and with the speed it always exaggerates the break. So a putt that you might see straight might be left edge or right edge. So you got to really do your work beforehand just to know the greens, read it properly, and then you just got to have faith in your stroke and try and make it. So this is just, I think, just outside left, I hope.
Okay.
But you have a pretty good feel there. You just know to always putt more than what your eye sees. Yeah, to me this is just outside left. I would just set myself right, have a last look at the target, what I want to do, and then just head down and try and make a good stroke. So yeah, that worked nicely, but when it comes to a Sunday afternoon in Augusta, you know, those are the things that keep the momentum going. You need to have a game plan going around Augusta, otherwise you might find yourself in real trouble if you want to start being aggressive from the get-go. It's always difficult knowing you're going to have your game spot on the week of a major. I don't think you want to look too far ahead of your plan. I think you take it shot for shot around there, because you can easily be thrown off a plan if you just hit one bad shot. So if I can pull the shots off, then hopefully I have a good start. It's a tough golf because you need to hit your second shots in good spots on the greens, and if you miss hit it, then you got to know where your misses should be around the golf course. Otherwise, you're going to leave yourself with a really tough up and down. You can't really read the greens. You got to play them and feel them, and just know from playing it over the years what certain putts are going to do, and that's what make it so special. It's a tough golf course on the greens. I know what I need to do to win at Augusta. So I need to be ready to produce my best golf. And that means practicing every part of my game. I want to be ready to take my career to the next level by winning a green jacket and achieving a lifelong dream.